morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? Let's see who I'm gonna go back here. Hey, Black Sheep. Hey, T, how you doing? In fact, I'm glad you're here. I want to ask you a question. I was trying to talk to you on Chuck's deal. I got a quick question for you. Andy, I know, bummer, huh? Last day, that is a bummer. Who else? Tommy J. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Brock and Cobus, how you doing? Um, the thing for T real quick is we call it in the United States a Brock corrected me notary of republic or something like that. Anyway, a notary, and what they do is they and maybe they have it in a bank. Maybe you can enlighten me a little bit. I got to get it done today. But what it is they look at me, look at my passport, and they say, "Oh yes, this is Dave Clark." Blah 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 blah. Boom! I guarantee this is Dave Clark. He's sitting in front of me, and that's what they want. I have to have it done here in Thailand. We call it a notary in the United States, and I believe, hey Nikki, I believe that Brock said in Australia they call it a notary too. So maybe you can enlighten me, T, if you know. If you don't, I'll figure it out. We're gonna go to the bank anyway, so I'll ask them, and that's for my one of my pensions that I want to get. The one that I can transfer after I pass can be transferred onto my wife here, which is a good thing. Gives me peace of mind, lets me sleep at night, knowing that if I die tomorrow, the family, everybody here in Thailand is taken care of. Excuse me while I drink my coffee. Okay, you're gonna have steer. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't know. Like normally, there's always a notary in every bank in the United States. It's almost, I don't know if it has to be. If it's not, it's very very common that somebody working in the bank anytime the bank is open is a notary. So what else is up? The Thai kitchen's still out there. I was informed that he's going to be here on Tuesday. Another person has died. They burn today, and then I guess tomorrow morning they pick up the bones and they take the bones and the ashes or whatever to the um, temple, and they put it in the little what I call dead people little. I don't know exactly the right word for it. Maybe somebody can enlighten me. Maybe maybe T can do that also. Anyway, so they'll do that, and so he'll be back on Tuesday. And like I explained to my wife, the problem is I want to get the deal done. My poor mother-in-law, she hurt her arm and everything, had to go to physical therapy and everything else. And when we got that big torrential rain yesterday, she was, which I didn't know, she was running around outside crazy, like trying to move bags of concrete and cover stuff that he had left out, so I wouldn't lose a dollar. You know, um, she didn't know I'd rather lose the dollar than you hurt yourself, which she did. So anyway, so I made sure he knew that, and I wasn't happy with that. And they get real weird when they know that they pissed me off for some reason. I don't know why. And I really do. I love them. I mean, they're family, and I want them to get the money. But like I told my wife, once this rainy deal comes in, once we start that, once we start that pool and we dig that hole in the ground, I want to lay that bottom slab, the bottom drain for the pool, and do the side and render it. And then once it gets to that point, we can put a cover over it and keep it semi dry to. I'm being Italian today. Um, and we can still work on it. And I believe I'm going to tile it, is what my last decision was. So once we get it to that point, because if he comes to work, works for 2 days, they get the slab in, they only get half the wall up, and dirt sides, and it rains like it did this torrential downpour that we got, it'll just fill the hole up, and it'll take 3-4 days just to muck it out, to start over. So I'm having her express to him that once we start on it, there's got to be a good 7 days straight. Um, you have to work, you have to do it. We have to get it to a certain point, and the same thing when we have the pond. We'll have to get it to a certain point. Then you can take a few days off, whatever you want. But that's what concerns me. And hey, Mr. Mitch. And what did I miss? Did I miss anybody? No, Tommy. Oh, Mark. Hey, Mark, what's up? Brock is back here, so we'll bring Brock in just for shits and giggles. Hey, brother.
Good
How you
morning,
doing?
everybody.
Um, yeah,
Uh,
so go ahead.
T asked to explain exactly what it is you need notarized.
It's just that it's me. It's just a piece of paper that says, "This is Dave Clark," and I've looked at his whatever driver's license, and all you're doing is stamping it, saying, "Yes, this is the man that his name is on here." Is basically what it is. I could actually get it for you and show it to you. It's right here. It's just one piece of paper, and the bottom part says notary, and you would have to put your stamp, your name, and basically say that yes, this person that name is on here is the person that is signing this and sitting in front of me. Is the basic gist. Not nothing real particular. I mean, I imagine I don't know. I don't even know if they'd question anything. It's for my retirement. It's for them to make sure that it's me that filled out this paperwork. Hey ET, how you doing? Zenderman, how you doing? I miss anybody else? Nikki's up way hours of the morning again. I see. Hey Nick, and I think I'm caught up on everything. So that's the basic gist on that. I think I'm going to take a. I think I'm going to take a 1 month break. I haven't explained that to him yet, but I think when he gets done with the Thai kitchen, I'm going to take a frickin' month off and do nothing, which I do nothing now, and I'm very good at it. But the I'm looking forward to Kochang or Gochang, or I guess it's not. I watched Chuck's video this morning and then asked my wife, and of course my wife said it and pronounced it the same way that Paige did in the video. If you haven't watched the latest one, and I think we'll have a good time. My father-in-law, mother-in-law, they're all excited, me included. I'm ready to. All we've done is for the past year is work on this house, and you know, and that's pretty much it. So everybody's looking forward to it. Hey Paul, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody. Mr. Mitch is saying good job. To T, it was cool gloves. And I know Mike's was doing a live stream this morning. He hasn't done one in a while. I watched most of that until I came over here to start this one. So Chris will probably come over later. Chris is I kind of met Chris there. Okay, let's see. If it's in English, then you're better off go and contact the embassy or have your. I already had all my documents translated from all my wife's documents translated from to Thai to English for them, um, or go to the district office. I'll ask my wife about that. Have to ask the wife to ask them to do that. Okay, yeah, it's basically all their whoever is going to stamp this thing is just saying yes. This man that's in front of me that signed this piece of paper is this person. That's what they're attesting to. I appreciate it, T. I will talk to her. Mark, saying hi to everybody. It
Good
looks like
morning,
that.
Mark.
Um, Everybody's just saying hi because it's early. We just started. The um, so today I'm supposed to go to get that paper done, and then we're going to go look at a car. And I don't know that much about it. Maybe you guys can enlighten me a little bit. It's the what's the name of it? What's the name of the hybrid? Nissan Kick. Nissan Kick. It's a hybrid of some sort. I did look at it because I don't know enough about them, but it's what did kind of make me feel a little bit more at ease is they give a 10-year unlimited mileage guarantee, 100% guarantee on the batteries. That was the one thing I was concerned about with the hybrid. So we're going to go look at that today. They're over at Robinson's Mall um, doing a presentation, and they have one over there that I could drive. The only thing that I told her is I looked at this Suzuki LX7. what I was trying to to tell her, it's a small SUV, but it will carry 7 people. And the only thing that I told her, let's at least look at this thing, because if it's too big and you don't want it, then that's fine. But we can fit everybody. Like when we go to Koh Chang, even if we had the car, we couldn't take the car because there's 7 of us. There's me, Nitnoy, the 2 kids, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, and we're bringing their cousin that lives with them and goes to school in Bangkok. So, we'd be able to do that. It's not a hybrid, but the price is the same. They're actually cheap for what from what I've seen. I'm going to go look at it. It's not the top of the line, best looking SUV out there, but it's 789,000 baht, and it's a 7 passenger, 1.5 liter motor, not the most powerful motor in the world, but not every bell and whistle. But it's got sensors, it's got front and rear camera, and it's got that kind of stuff, and it's the same price as pretty much the same price as the cars we were looking at, the Mazda 2 or whatever it was, or the Mitsubishi 2, whatever it was, I don't remember. But anyway, the ones that we've looked at, just to have that ability. And it doesn't look any bigger than this Kicks, this Nissan. So we're going to go look at the Kicks, then we're going to drive over to Suzuki and take a look at it so it's fresh in our mind what that one looked like, what this one looks like, and what the price is. But I would like to have an automatic. I mean, you know how lazy I am and wanting my twist and go on the scooter. I want the same in a car, and the truck's a 6 speed, right? 5 speed, sorry.
Yeah, an automatic is good. If I had to go get my BT50 there again, I would have got an automatic.
Yeah, it would.
Getting
It's
stuck
a
in
definite.
traffic.
Like when we go to Koh Chang, once I get out of Surin, which takes a whole 20 minutes, you're pretty much done shifting. I mean, every town you might have to, every hour you might have to shift for 20 seconds. So it's not horrible. But if I just don't like shifting. When I was doing air conditioning, our first service truck that I had was a '64 Chevy with a 400 small block in it and a 3 speed on the column. And talk about a nightmare coming back or going to downtown LA at 5 o'clock at night at, 1.5 miles an hour with a manual shift. I just hate them. Unless it's a hot rod, unless it was my Mach 1 or, a Mustang or a Camaro, an old Camaro or anything like that, or a Corvette, I got to have a manual. But the now with this, so we're going to look at them both because the size wise and I don't think I have a picture of the thing. I would show it to you because I know Mark's in here. What are you looking at, Mark? Because I know you were we had kind of talked. You're gonna keep the smaller car for your wife to have, or your future wife, or whatever. If I said that wrong, sorry. Significant other to go back and forth to work, and then you were gonna get this one to whatever, do your traveling or whatever. And so let me know, enlighten me if what you're looking at. But
And this
oh, you're
one,
looking at, see, the
yeah,
Fortuna's too big for her. And this one I know is smaller. It's almost, I want to guess it's the same size as the 5 passenger small SUV type cars. So it was interesting. I looked at it. Is there a whole crap load of room in the back for the back 2 seats? No. But that's for the kids. The 2 kids. They weigh, what, 80 pounds and 95 pounds? So they'll fit back there. So it wasn't horrible. So we're going to look at it. And like I said, the price, what is a Fortuna? This one was 789, and then she got a 59,000 baht discount for being a government employee and some other stuff. Anyway, it was a good deal from what I've seen because the cars that we were looking at were 680, 699, right at 700. So, and I know the Fortuna's got to be what, 1.5, 1.2. Okay. Well, that's not too bad actually. I thought they were more than that. But it's a little big. She's got to drive it back and forth to work. That's one of the main things. When it's raining, I hated all last year watching her take off and get drenched come home soaking wet. I didn't like that. I'm
It's
going to
an
look at
it's a
that one too, Zennerman. That's on the lower end as far as price, not on quality or anything. The lower end of the price range, I think it's 500, and their low model or mid model Swift is like 530, something like that, 550. So I want to see the difference, and does it make sense to get this kicks? Even though it's a hybrid, which I don't even know if they have electric, if they're even set up here in Thailand. I know they're trying to be, but supposedly the or the gas motor charges the batteries, and then you run on the batteries or something like that. I'm gonna go.
yeah.
I'll have a little bit more education after today.
The motor kicks in when the battery gets low, and or if you need extra power and your batteries can't supply it, the motor will kick in and supply a bit of extra electricity.
Yeah, I guess what she was saying, and like again, I'll ask them, is supposedly it stays running in some kind of capacity and keeps your batteries charging even while you're driving on the battery. Is
Yet
what
idles.
I'm hearing. Yeah, just like
It's
idles
basically
and
idles.
charges them. Yeah. So, it'd be interesting. I wouldn't mind. Like I said, I'm not really hip on hybrids. In the, I've never owned one, and like I said, I'm in Thailand. I'm not looking for them, but how many, stations have I seen where you can stop and plug in your car? I have seen them at the Robinson Mall. They do have a few of them there. But I don't know what that capability is. According to my wife, at the end of this year, Thailand's 100% going, hit straight ahead on electric. They're letting all the electric cars in to be sold, and I guess the infrastructure, they're going to start putting it together. That's all hearsay or whatever, but that's what I'm hearing. The other hearsay was, I keep hearing back and forth on Socron. First, it was absolutely going to be dry, can't do anything, don't even get a squirt gun, you can't do nothing. Now I heard they're going to give special, I don't know if it's on maybe some of the temples. This is all hearsay again. That they're going to be able to do it, but you're going to have to get tested when you go into it. You're going to have to wear a mask, which I just can't see, doing. But anyway, that it could be wet in a little way, not completely dry. So we'll find out. Keep the what it is. You're going to keep the Vios is the one you have now, right? I believe. And yeah, I think you must be probably while I was rambling. Nikki loves her BMW, especially come summertime. Yeah, I bought my wife. At one point, I bought the convertible, the small one, the 3 Series, small one, and she liked it. I think my niece, she liked it better than my wife did, because my wife would pick up my niece and let my niece drive it. She was a young kid, so she had a ball driving it around. But I liked the car. The car handled well. And then I had which is made by BMW, I believe, is my Mini. I had a Mini Cooper S that I really liked. And could you imagine seeing me getting out of this little bitty thing? It was fun to drive. Because when I was working as a building engineer, I was about an hour from my house up in the Sierras. So it was an awesome drive to work and from work. And I got to set my own hours, so I missed the traffic. I'd get up really early, drive down, and then I get to leave, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and wouldn't have any traffic driving home. And I really liked it. It handled really well. It was like driving a freaking go-kart. Let's see, Covis is saying, if you're planning to go green, just get a hybrid for now. Still too early. Yeah, I think so too, Covis. I'm in agreement with that. And I'm even like semi leery on the hybrid, only because it made me feel better that they had the 10-year unlimited mileage or whatever warranty on the batteries, because I know that the batteries are really expensive. So we'll talk to them today and see what they say. I didn't ask you. I'm getting a little over modulation or something. How's this? Does it sound normal?
Yeah,
ATW.
sounds good. Yeah, you don't want a car like the Tesla, where you buy the car for $100,000, and if your batteries die, it costs you 200,000 to replace
Yes,
them.
yes, exactly. And that was one of the ones that I saw when they, because the whole bottom of the chassis is battery in series, I think, and the whole
Oh,
undercarriage of the thing is one giant, well, in series batteries all the way across. The
yeah,
one video I saw was how to be able to change a dead cell out of there and not have to pay the, $1 million to get the batteries and just run on one cell less. Was the video I happened to see on YouTube, of course. Um,
and if you're in flood prone Thailand, you don't want the Tesla because the batteries will fill up with water,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
exactly.
you've got a kettle. You're
And then I
driving in a
guess that's the
kettle.
way they were asking. I did that little short video on what I had been saying as the rainy season is here, and I didn't even know. My wife, I said, I think it was somebody in the chat or somebody in a comment said something about the flooding in downtown Saran, and I said something to my wife. Said, "Oh yeah, it flooded," and I said, "Oh, well, they know more than me. Whoever it was, I can't remember." But yeah, you're absolutely right, Black Sheep. I mean, I told her that. I said, I want you to get what you want, but I also want it to make sense. I'm a logical person. I've been logical my whole life. Sometimes it's come
Morning, Cobus.
around to burn me, but,
Yeah,
hey, Gary. But, I
I
don't
think
know.
hybrid's the way to go. You're not going to be stuck on the side of the road with flat batteries.
Yeah, that's what they're telling, her friends are telling her too. Toyota Prius. I imagine they have them here. I haven't seen an abundance of them, Gray. I've seen millions of them in California. I mean, it seemed like every other person in California at one time had a Prius, and they've been around for a while. So I'm imagining, Nissan's a good manufacturer. I'm sure that they've got a great warranty. I think the warranty on the rest of the stuff was 3 years, and I don't know how many kilometers or whatever. I got to, like I said, after today, I'll know a little bit better. But I got to get something here, and it's not going to be really soon. I want to get over this hemorrhaging, stuff to get this house done. I just want to take a break. That's why I think I'm going to take off for a month with the house anyway. Coffee's good.
And good morning, Mitch. I haven't said good morning to Mitch yet.
Did I say? I think I did. Good
Nice,
morning,
nice
Mitch.
pool game where Dow won the pool competition last night.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. Did she
Did
buy
Mitch take
Mitch a
them?
beer with the winnings?
You took the money from her, Mitch? Um, let's see. What does this say?
Yeah.
Mitch is saying
Mitch needs
diesel.
money. But by the way, Mitch needs money. Mitch has a brand new business venture. He's
Does
looking
he?
for shareholders. He's going to open a karaoke bar restaurant somewhere around Surin. Not Surin, Rayong.
Yeah, that would be a good
I
thing.
believe there's
Uh,
a property available.
I had a Prius for 7 years. Fantastic car, but I wouldn't swap anything for my Tesla Model 3. Yeah, I know nothing about. All I've heard is stuff about this Tesla, and you got to have stock, and you got to buy this, and this is the one to get, and buy in now, do this. Oh, it went up. Oh, it went down. Oh, it went sideways. Those are the kind of things I absolutely want to stay away from. That's why I'm not
Yeah.
into stocks. I'm not into anything. I'm into retirement in Thailand, and that's the only thing that I want to keep going in the right direction.
Yeah,
But yeah, I got to get
definitely.
her a car.
And with the Tesla, you don't want to be driving down the road and having the computer come up and say, your trial period is over. We're stopping the car.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Get out, please.
Yeah,
Um,
please insert your credit card to update.
yeah, that one that I was talking about, the seven-passenger one, isn't the top of the line luxury SUV. It's a small size. I want to say even I have trouble calling it a mid-size SUV, but I guess that's what it is, a mid-size. But I'm curious to see size-wise how it stacks up size-wise compared to the this click kick whatever it is. Because one thing she said, I said first you wanted this one, then you wanted this one, then you wanted this one. Why did you change? Is it people telling you? And she said, which it made sense. The only change she made was she went from the one Nissan. She thought that she liked the Mazda 2 or whatever it is. And when I went over and drive the Mazda 2 had more horsepower. I liked the way the response and everything. I couldn't get in and out of the son of a gun. I had a hell of a time getting in and trying to get under the doorway and adjusting the seat and all that, and didn't make any sense. She said, I don't want my husband to have that much trouble getting in and out of the car. So I said, okay, well, that's logical. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, it just depends, but it's going to come down. I mean, do I want my wife to be happy? Of course I do. Does it really make a difference to me? Not really. She's getting it because she wants to drive it back and forth to work when it's raining, and she wants to be able to tell me, you're going to go to John TM and Patea and see everybody. I don't want you to take the Forza. I want you to take the car. So she wants me, which is fine. I mean, if it's a rainy season and I'm going to get rained on, I don't particularly want to go out and will I ride in the rain? Sure. I did it on the whole trip the last one we went on. But I've been doing that my whole life. But would I rather be nice and dry in a nice new car? Sure. So we'll see. And if I'm going to do a long trip like that, I would imagine the gas mileage and the economy of that hybrid's probably going to be a winner in that area anyway.
I think it'd be a good car.
Yeah, I'm going
It
to check
does.
it out. I'm going to take some video and stuff when we go over there. So I'll put something out on it. Either that or I'll just save it here and put it show it on here. Hey Chris, is Mike's done or did you just pop over to say hello? It was good to see him doing a live stream again. Hey Carl, how you doing? Saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Carl.
Many will invest in Mitch. He's going to start a beer company, right? Chris is here. Hold on. Let's add him to the stream. Hey, brother Chris, how are you?
Morning, guys. How are you?
It was good to
Yeah.
see Mike's do a live stream again. I love watching him. It's just
Oh, hang
why
on.
I've been
Sorry,
watching him
got-
forever.
got st-
Hey, Douglas,
You
how
need
are
to
you?
learn to relax, Chris. You're looking tense.
Yeah, he is. He's overloaded.
Who,
He
me?
needs to retire. You need to retire to Thailand or something. You look too stressed out.
Actually, I'm just tired because I just worked around the clock.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
When are you going to
unfortunately.
retire?
I am.
Oh,
keep,
you
thro-
are.
keep throwing stuff at me. I've had some other hold-ups, but it's happening. It's very far in progress. I'll talk to you privately
Cool.
about that. But
Yeah, let me know for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Black
Uh,
Sheep
but-
has a question. What happened to the dogs when the family is? Oh, her brother that did the renovation on the Wave 100S that I redid her first scooter, which I still have. It's under a thing out here.
Morning, Ron.
Anyway, he's going to come from Ubon and spend the 7 or 8 days here with the animals, the fish and everything. Hopefully, he's going to come the day before. Didn't ask her that, and so that we can show them everything. A lot of people here, man. They have koi. I haven't really got into it. I probably ought to spend more time helping them or some. They have questions on Facebook and why did my fish die? And they're all saying oxygen, oxygen, oxygen. I'm not even running an air stone in mine. I do pump a lot of oxygen in my moving bed and stuff, but the fish look too good as far it's something major happened. And I'm going to say ammonia spike or nitrate, something with the water. And I got to start helping them. But mainly comes from overfeeding. People will come in and
Yeah.
when you build up a biological filter, it's whatever you're feeding them is where it's going to max out at. In other words, it'll only take more. Like when you add a big fish, what I do is I cut down on my total food because I got another fish putting pollutants in the water. Then when it's caught up, then I can feed them back regular again.
Yeah.
And if you have my filters, I don't know, 4 times oversized. So, I mean, it'll take whatever it is, but it won't take it immediately. So if someone goes out there and dumps, 20 hands of food into the pond, it could have put an ammonia spike way up and kill your fish.
If the
I
fish
know
don't
that.
eat it, it's going to rot and poison
Yeah,
the water as well.
yeah. What they say, there's calculations out there on how much you should feed per weight of the fish, but mainly it's what they can eat in under 2 minutes is what I do. I think they say under 5 minutes, and I go out there and throw food in. Once it's done, I'll scoop up what's left, look at what I got, calculate it out, and that's what I'll feed the fish. But you should feed your koi 7, 10, 12 times a day. It shouldn't just be, once in the morning and once at night, although that's the way it happens with me a lot of times.
Well,
Because I don't want my father-in-law.
That's
What's
standard
that?
Asian. That's standard Asian eating practice. 5 to
Yeah.
7 small
Yeah,
meals a day.
that's
Are
right.
you
That's
hungry?
true.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry?
That's true. Koi is sensitive to.
Love it.
What was that, ET?
Sensitive to pH. The
Oh, yes. Yeah. But it's not, it's really weird because most people will run their koi ponds high sevens, 7, 8, something like that. And the reason that they do run it close to 8 is, I know everybody's getting a lesson in koi stuff. Ammonia is not as deadly in the lower pH range. So I tend to run mine down closer to 7, and actually the water that they come from originally in Japan is quite acidic, but you have a better chance. Like if you have this much ammonia and you have a pH of 7 and you have a pH of 8.5, is enough to maybe kill them at the higher pH. So I have a tendency to keep it down a little bit. I do put you know I do put additives in because the filter. Anyway, I could go on and on and on. The filters eat bicarbonate soda. They'll take that up as the bacteria as they eat the bad bacteria. So I do put that in once in a while. I've got 2 or 3 deals, and I might do a separate thing for the people that are actually interested in it. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I enjoy talking about it.
Brock,
I
Brock,
enjoy the
there's,
food.
there's someone behind you.
Yeah,
Is there?
there is. A pH level of 7 is pretty well neutral, pure water.
Right.
You go lower and your water's acidic, which if you're getting a high ammonia content from your fish poo and whatever, then a little bit acidic is good because ammonia is an alkaline, so they neutralize.
Yeah. It's less
Slightly
deadly
acidic
at
water
the.
is self-neutralizing.
Yeah. And like I said, I have better, like Ron's saying right there. I like to try to keep it around 7. And a lot of people will tell you no, it needs to be 8, 8.2. The water
That's
and the
getting
pH
that's
is
getting
more
alkaline.
stable. It's more stable at that alkaline level. At the 8.5, it won't fluctuate as much. Like last night, I was really worried about that when I did that video. I need to put a drain or a level on that pond so when the water comes up, it goes ahead and drains out. The reason is that water that's coming out of the sky is really low in pH, and
Yeah.
it'll drop the pH level down. And what they don't like, they'll live in a pretty wide range, pH range, but what they don't like is drastic change. And if my pond went up about this high. I didn't test the water. I looked at the fish. The fish looked okay. They were handling it all right, but they don't like drastic change in temperature or in pH. They just don't like drastic changes. But they will live in a big variety of
Anybody
pH.
want a coffee? I'm going to leave virtual me there to talk.
Hey, Bobby. Bobby did a live stream and I missed it, which was a bummer. And for some reason, I didn't get. I don't know. YouTube has a mind of its own. It wants to notify you sometimes and not notify you. The worst was when I first started watching Mike's live my ass off. I didn't get notified for like 2 months. It was a hit and miss thing. So I'm going to definitely catch the next one, Bobby. You did a good job, by the way. I thought. Huh?
I thought,
Where's
I
Mike's?
thought you were going to Wendy's, Mike.
You didn't go to Wendy's? When you see fish jumping out of the water, it's a cry for help. Yeah, yeah. You know what it is too. It's people try to keep their water level down a little bit, keep their fish. Mainly, it's new fish, or they have some kind of a bug, and they're trying to. They'll either flash and try to rub against the pond. They will jump out of the water if they have any kind of bugs or disease or anything like that. So that's what I watch out for. I watch my fish every day for about 5 minutes straight and see if they're swimming and they flash like that. They've got something. I've got a microscope and a slide, and I can scrape them and see exactly what it is and treat them. But like I said before, besides me getting the chlorine in and killing off half my damn fish, and me not smart enough to realize it because I'd gone over a year and a half and never had any problem with chlorine in the water here in Surin, it didn't dawn on me until it was too late. And I lost some good fish too. Mike's is saying, I'm imagining he's done with his live stream. Yeah, I think you did a great job, Bobby. It was excellent. Perfect. When they flash, drop. Yeah. You know what? We're really sad. I think I said this before. I had all those fish, and I had some that were, close to 2 feet, okay? And the policeman, friend of my mother-in-law and father-in-law, both the wife and the husband are policemen. And we gave them to them, and they ate them and said they were absolutely delicious. And I'd heard that before, carp. A lot of people. When we were kids, Reseda Park was down there. We used to go down and fish for catfish, and there was carp and stuff in there too. And back in I want to say this was late 60s, early 70s, a lot of black people were down there fishing. It was a fun place to go. And I asked the guy, because he was keeping them, and we were throwing them back. We kept the catfish and ate those. And I asked him back then, many, many years ago, and he said the fish is absolutely delicious, except it's got a lot of bones. If you don't mind picking through the bones, it's a awesome fish to eat. And this verified it when the policeman said it was tasty. Which kind of sad on one end that I lost my fish, but at least they just didn't get thrown away. Somebody got some kind of use out of them. Question: Virtual Rock has much better personality when live.
Thanks, Gary.
I'm streaming your live stream outsourced when I'm here. You know what? And where was he at, Chris? In the Philippines. Yeah.
Oh, what, just now? He's
when he did his live stream.
Yeah, in Manila.
Yeah, because maybe it's better there, but I didn't see any problem at all with the internet.
No, well, that's priority
seemed,
number
it
one
seemed
when you're
pretty
looking for a hotel.
And let's see. Question. That was the virtual Bronc. Mike's is streaming me. And what time to get? Okay, I think I'm caught up. If I missed something, guys, put it back in.
Forgot to ask you, Dave and Brock. I've had to change a whole heap of hardware around here because we had a lightning strike and it took out the machine I normally use. So I just quickly bundled this together, and I don't know whether it's still all the settings were back to default. So I'm just hoping it sounds alright. Looks reasonable.
The sound is good. Yeah, the sound is good. Here, I'll put you up on the big screen here. Well,
relaxed. No, just bugging. Sorry,
tired.
It
looks clear to me.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, I'm running low on backlight as well. Eek, that's a horrible sight. I don't want to see myself this time of day.
The picture looks fine. The sound is fine to me, but Mike's is probably a better one to ask about that. I'm a half moron when it comes to this stuff. But.
No, you're not.
Let's see. Gary's asking question: are people traveling again from the west yet, Brock? That was for you.
From and to within Australia, we can't travel easily out of the country from Western Australia yet. We just don't have the flights. I think we got Singapore that can do international flights at the moment, but that's very few and far between.
And very expensive.
Yeah,
I've heard it's a nice place. You got the one to ask that to Cobus would be Chris. He's been there quite a few times. I've never been. I want to go. If you want to answer that, Chris, go ahead.
Manila itself, well, that depends on your idea of fun. I'm not a big city person like that at all, and look, it's tight, it's grungy and stuff. There's a few nice places, but I was based about 30 k's, yeah, about 30 k's out of Manila for a very long time in a place, well, in the state of Cavite, but in a little town called Imus, which is kind of like where you are, Dave. It's just
Yeah. Outskirts.
Yeah, outskirts, but shopping
Now I
malls
have
and bits and pieces.
Tommy,
So yeah.
Tommy, a friend of mine that was in the other day on here. Um, he just got back from there. In fact, what is it called? The Thailand Pass.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come back on a plane from the Philippines. He's been there for a week. He had all of that done. Had his hotel booked, everything done, and the pass date didn't match his date for his plane and the hotel. So he called them like 2-3 times. They never got back to him or typed him or whatever he did. And he got there. They would not let him on the plane. They wouldn't let him get on the plane. So he had to redo it. In fact, I saw on my phone he had called me back. But he said I guess he's got a couple of friends there and he's been there quite a few times. He said that there's a lot of places that are right around Manila that are nice, outlying areas.
Absolutely. Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
go too far to find some nice stuff, but
Yeah, he was saying I don't remember the names that he said, but he said I'm looking forward to go. We'll probably go. I'll go with me and Chris will go. I'll leave my wife here. Mike's probably had enough of it. Now, what's he going to do with this? Mike, he's still here. What's he going to do with his 4-wheel drive? Is he going to sell that now, or what? Or give it to the family, or what's he doing with that?
I'll let Mike answer that.
Okay. Here's another question. What was this one? What does that one say from Copus for the Aussies? I keep hearing that due to logistic issues, there have been some empty shelves at the supermarket. Do you have enough toilet paper?
Only the toilet paper aisles,
Certainly have.
but the prices have gone through the roof of everything.
I don't. So what do you need? What do you need toilet paper for? Because first off, after being in Thailand for 3 years, if I went anywhere else in the world, the first thing that I would install would be a bum gun. If I had to go back to the U.S., even if I went to visit at the U.S., I'm installing one at my mom's house and any place that I go. And I'm not going to give the people the option of me installing it or not, friends or family. I'm just installing one. You guys can do what you want to after I leave. But wads of dry paper just don't click anymore for me. What's that? I'm sorry, bro.
Toilet paper is not so much a problem, except for those idiots who every time the news comes on and says we could be looking at a lockdown, somebody goes and fills the back of their ute up with toilet paper. But we had some floods through the middle of Australia that wiped out the one and only rail line. So shipments of foodstuffs weren't coming in. So the shelves,
well, that makes sense.
Shelves in Western Australia were running out of cereal, meat, eggs, all sorts of stuff. They were getting very bare.
Ron's saying, what was this? What? From where? Manila is the closest Social Security branch to Thailand for us people. What's
US
us people?
people.
Really?
US.
Oh,
Yeah,
U.S.
America.
Is it really? I didn't even know there was a Social Security branch in Manila. That's how much I know.
The American military and whatever that's there. They probably got it.
Well, it makes sense, I guess. What is Mike saying? Thailand Pass is such a joy, likes it. It's awesome when it's done. Yeah, I guess he redid it. He did leave me a message saying, I'm imagining he was calling me to say that he is here. I missed it. I was outside and left my phone inside. But I think he redid everything. He said the big hotel that he had in Bangkok was very gracious and didn't give him any kind of penalty or whatever, redid the room, blah, blah, blah. But the airline that he was flying, and I think it was, I'll have to find out because I don't want to say something bad, but I think it was, no, I don't want to say which one it was, I think, because I don't know, but said that they were just absolutely nasty. He said he looked at it, yeah, it's going to be 150 one way. He said, well, I was just on the website and it's like 100 $118. No, it's 150 here. So, I'll have to get the name of that because some people are going to go, we want to know which one it was. But I don't know. All right, here I am selling for a giant bucket of koi fish. Yeah. I could trade you. If any of them die off, I'll trade you. But that looked like a nice little vehicle, man. That'd be something to hang on to. Dave, what do I need for? Dave, what do you need for? I missed it. Went over my head. I probably missed the statement you made, Ron. In the inches of the problem, not the folder. I don't understand. Is this an Australian thing? In the scrunches, who are the problem? No. Another one went over my head. Maybe my mind's not.
Toilet paper, Dave.
Okay.
People who scrunch up the toilet paper into a ball. Instead
For years and years, I never knew about a bum gun, and I would never even think about not using it the rest of my life. Well, I'm going to be here anyway. Let's see. Cobus has another question. Just meant a nice place to visit. Would love to visit the island in central Philippines. Wife's family is from, I don't know how to pronounce that, Pangasan in the north. So what are you? So you're married to a Filipina? I'm guessing, Cobus? I'm guessing. Hey, Dowlow, how you doing? Glad you could come by. TNW, how you doing? Did Mitch open up a nail salon? My life would like. Yeah, he's got a good in with Fa and them there. He can get you taken care of. Is Jam here? I didn't see Jam. Hello, Jam. You are here. God, I'm missing stuff left and right. Just got home from. You're not supposed to be working. You're supposed to be retired. When are you guys coming? June or July? June or July. Is Jim watching or just you, Jim? Everybody saying hello down low. Good day, mate. Leaving tomorrow. Yeah, I know, Andy. Bummer, right? Andy, you can get an extension, I think. You could always test positive and stay for 10 or 14 days.
Yeah,
might not be fun.
Yeah.
I swear though, man, he is a machine. Watching him for however long he's been here, a month and a half or whatever it's been. Like I said, he went more places than I've done in 3 years in 2 days. He's amazing. He's got more energy than I have. I would have never made it. There's no way. I don't think I could have seen the places. What's that?
I certainly couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
I don't think I could go see the places that he saw in the last 3 years. I don't think I could have done it. Everybody's saying hi, hello. What Cobus? Oh, you answered Cobus. Okay. Let's see what information. Dave, just remember last 5 about passports and the girls. Hey, thank you, brother. I checked age limit's 18. Well, there might be something that I can do. She's 18, so maybe if I move quickly, I will definitely find out. And it's good to know that there's a Social Security office in Manila. Maybe I'll have a better chance getting a hold of them than I've had in the past getting a hold of in California. Let's see, Bobby's saying hi to, hello, Jai. Let's see, Gobus GottoLoveThailand. Not quite. My mother-in-law is from the Philippines, though. Okay, I see. I don't know. Like I said, that my cousin that passed from the ALS, the gentleman that I hired to take care of him was the most extraordinary man I ever met in my life, and he was from the Philippines. And he spoke decent English like most of the Filipinos that I've met. And he started up his own business. I wish I would have stayed in touch. It's been 5 years since my cousin passed, I think. And he was just a great guy. He told me, same thing like everybody tells me, there's some of the most beautiful places you've ever seen, and there's some of the biggest shitholes that you've ever seen. Depends on where you go. And I think that's pretty much anywhere. I mean, if you go to California and you want to go to, East LA or Watts or South Central, you're going to get a good view than if you went going the Midwest somewhere, or even in California, up in the high Sierras, you can go from one to the other. But I am looking forward to going there. I want to go with somebody that's been there. I'd love to go with Chris, and drag around for a week or two
Hell yeah.
and have a good time. We will do that if you want to. I'm definitely up for that. Let's see.
I will make it work.
Andy does. Oh, he does have a channel. I didn't know that.
Ah, cool.
Cool. Subscribe to Andy's channel. I didn't. I will.
He's got more subscribers than me, but I've got more content.
Oh, that's good.
Not enough screen real estate on this damn computer compared to the used.
Did it make your computer's toast too from the lightning strike or no?
Yeah, my main editing machine got fried. We actually had the top of a pole blown off right outside where we are. So, yeah, obviously
Right,
it took
Jim's-
out the surge protection, but it didn't work. It took out.
Yeah,
the
I
big
guess
fella.
not. Right. I was gonna say you had to have surge protection. Jam has a question.
you-
For 800,000 baht in Thailand bank, can we open up bank account with cash, or have to be transferred from a U.S. bank? Well, I mean, if you can transfer it from a U.S. bank, I would think that might be better. I wouldn't want to carry that kind of cash around. But like I said, Jam, check with Mitch. If you want to go through an agency, it might cost you $700, $1,000. You don't need to put the 800,000 in the bank. I'll leave it at that. You can talk directly with Mitch. I'm sure that he'll give you his email address or whatever. But you don't need to. You don't need to put it in.
We had a lightning strike some years ago at Pierce. Nearly blew up our $1.5 million simulator that I looked after.
Ouch.
The lightning strike hit the ground about 2 kilometres away, and the surge protectors did nothing because the spike travelled up the earth line
Yeah,
and came in backwards
that's
Oh,
pretty much
wow.
what happened here.
and blew the arse out of lots of stuff.
Oh man, that sucks.
Literally blew the side out of an UPS we had, big 3-phase UPS, uninterruptible power supply. We took the cover off the side and there was just charred mess and bits and pieces.
Mark asked this deal too. I believe, Jam, it's for a retirement visa, right? For Mark, I'm gathering, but it. Like I said, check into it. When I did it 2 years ago, I had it taken care of. They gave me my deal, and then I started bringing in over 67,000 each month. And for the last 2 times that I've renewed my retirement visa, I've just sent away to Bangkok Bank in Bangkok through my local branch. Had a year deal in Thai sent to me statement, and then turned that in when I went in, paid my 1,900 baht on the renewal, and I've done that twice now. So just so you know, talk to Mitch because you don't need to. As far as I know, talk to him. You don't need to put that into the bank. They'll take care of everything for you. And I think it's like $1,000, but that includes everything here. That'll include helping Jim or you or whoever get your driver's license, get bank accounts, get everything. They'll help you with, I believe. Talk to me. Shh. Hey Daniel, how you doing? And that 800 is if you're going for the retirement visa. If you're going for a marriage visa, it's only half that. It's only 400. But again, you don't need to do that. Let's see. Hey Jack, how you doing? I didn't see you saying hi to ET. Son was in the hospital for the last 3 days, but he's back. I hope he's doing well. Sorry to hear that, Jack. I opened an account here in the U.S., 500 U.S., and transferred the remainder. Yeah, I would imagine if you want to bring it over just because you want to keep that in the bank so you don't have to get that statement every year, you just get the one thing saying, or worry about the 67,000 being deposited in each month, and you just want to keep one separate account. And here's a little deal that you need to know. don't just leave 800 in there. Leave 850,000, because if it goes down 3 baht under, they won't give you a renewal. They will say you don't have 800. They don't care if it's 799,999. They don't care. But what I did is I have my Chase account. I transfer all my money through Chase. They charge me, if I transfer under 5,000 US dollars, they charge me $5. And I usually pay 1 point under. So right now, if the bot is at 33.5, they give me 32.5. So I don't know what TransferWise and all that does, but I've had good luck with them. If I order it on a Monday, sometimes I'll have it Tuesday afternoon or Wednesday morning. If I order it on a Friday, I still might not have it till Tuesday. It's really weird. If you go over the weekend, it's a weird deal. But just kind of keep that in mind, what you want to see. Jim wants to apply for a marriage visa. Is that what? I know I have. There's an OA and an O. I think I have a type O. Mine's the one if you're married, I think. But I still am on a retirement.
Everybody's drinking coffee. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, I've had enough coffee.
Yeah, I'm on water now. You can hear it. Somebody's trying to finagle their way into the deal. We'll let him in, and then if we have to boot him, we'll boot him. What's up, Mitch? What are you doing, brother?
Hey, Mitch.
Hey, everyone.
You can. I was telling Jam to talk to you about. I didn't know if you wanted to talk about it on the air. I think it would be better if you talked to her email or something. But you don't need to do that. You can hire somebody to do everything for you, is what I was telling her. But I told her to talk to you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, we've established electronic communication.
Cool.
And we're going to chat as things progress. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I just, let's see, what is this?
So currently I'm working on, I decided to scrap my visa legal business and opt for that short time van. I'm really enthusiastic about that one.
Let's see. What am I on here? How far? Did I miss a bunch of stuff? I think I did. Jim will contact with Mitch. Cool.
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah. We've said hello back and forth about
Good.
that, and then yeah.
Absolutely perfect.
There's lots of
Hey, traveler.
lots of avenues. You could do it yourself. Pretty straightforward. But
I was just talking about if she didn't want to put because supposedly, if you're doing it by yourself, you're supposed to have the 800 or the 400 in there for, I think, at least 3 months. If you go through an agency, I think they have a way to get around that. I don't know for sure. I'll let Mitch talk
Yes, they
to.
do.
Yeah.
they have a way to
So
get around
it's up to you what you want to, as the
But-
famous Thai language.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
I'm honestly not sure how many or how long, the stay time. How long does it have to be in the bank before you actually time for a renewal again or
Right.
whatever? But when you initially do it, they have to see something in the account, like right
Right.
then.
But there's a way that those companies know how to do something, because under my understanding, if you're trying to do it by yourself,
Can you guys hear me okay?
it has to. Yeah, I can hear you. Sound good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about
Oh,
that.
You have
that's
to-
better. You got the mic next to your face.
You have to keep it in there for 3 months, is what my understanding is. You get the 3-month visa, you come here, you put it in, you wait till that, and then you have that transferred over to the O or whatever on a retirement. But if you go through an agency, and I think, what was it, Mitch? $1,000, $700, $800, somewhere
Yeah,
in that
it
range.
was 30,000 baht to
Yeah.
do. Just,
So, yeah, depending on
everything.
whether you don't want to mess with any, you can still send the money over. Like I said, if you want to keep that, just keep in mind that if you're keeping that just to do your renewal on your retirement, make sure you keep over that, because like I said, I've heard horror stories that you're 2 baht under 799,999, and they say, sorry, you have to start all over again. So just keep that in mind. Keep a little extra money if that's what you're going to do with it. They were flexible.
On the subject
here.
of bum guns, I've got the latest thing here. It's a wireless bum gun, multifunction.
Perfect.
What?
That's
What is T&W? I don't know, what did you say? They were flexible here in Udon.
Did you get
With
that from
what?
Bunnings
Oh,
or somewhere
Yes,
else?
I
rules
did.
in for 90 days before you.
Came from Bunnings.
Yeah, I think that's why they T&W. I think that's why they suggest that you get that 3 month tourist deal or 2 months with an extra month, and then you switch it over to a retirement. That's to keep what I would call seasoned money in there. But he's saying that they were flexible in Udon, and maybe they are. I mean, like I said, it's kind of up to you. If I had to do it all over again, coming here now, of course, Jam speaks Thai, so that helps. But for the money, for 30,000 baht, I would have just paid it and said, because they helped Mitch, I think, with driver's license, bank accounts. They helped him a lot, so it wasn't only just that. Hey, Jake. Put up my wife. She gets a kick out of that. I'll have to show her that again. My
Oh,
glasses
hey,
are
Mitch.
can't focus.
Just realised the master moderator was here.
No, not master. No. The
Who's
masters are.
this? Anybody
among
know who
you.
this is or can read Thai?
Yeah. I can see
Hello. Oh, Mitch can read Thai. Okay.
that. Of course, but I don't like to brag about it.
Hello to you. I don't think I've seen you before.
Let me check out my sound settings here. I'm getting a little bit of feedback, so let's see what we've got going.
You are? You sound fine to me.
Yeah.
Any
checking my-
agencies in Bangkok? I'm sure there are, Jim. They're all over the place.
Wonder if that's any better. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you had a little bit of echo, but it's gone now. Sounds
Gone now.
much better.
Yeah, that
Robert Mack is starting a new
Can read
channel.
Thai.
What did Jam say there?
Can read Thai.
I can exactly. It's not
Thank
nothing
God.
bad, is it, Jam? That's what I'm getting to.
it
I don't
says
want
East
somebody.
East End
I
House
don't
with
mind
Western
somebody putting
White.
stuff up there, but I don't know what it says, so I don't want to get in trouble with the YouTube gods. But
Yeah,
it
Gary.
sounds like whoever it was a nice person. Good morning. Saying good morning. Hey, Dip Media, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. I started at a weird time today, 7:45. I was trying to give myself an extra 15 minutes. They just
On-
say no.
on this-
Okay, cool.
On the stream, it was asked what do I use to check the volume or whatever, you guys, and then but the settings are in the StreamYard app.
Yeah.
That are there, so you can do echo cancellation and a few other things.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So what's the new channel, Robert? Robert's starting a new channel, he says.
let me try something.
Google Translate. Hitting it. Why am I echoing now?
There we go. I've just changed my settings. So
Okay.
now it's got echoey and stereo and
Hello?
probably sounds like shit.
I'm hearing an echo in mine now.
That's
Whoever-
me. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing silly buggers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got to keep yourself amused.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
there it is. Echo gone.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Let's see, Mark, download saying hi to Mark. A few more days. Question.
Yeah.
What's Gary saying? Mitch, how's the nail salon going? And Jake saying echo.
Yeah, Mitch is diversifying his properties these days.
I'm going to get mine done when I go there. She doesn't do pedicures,
Awesome,
does
Robert.
she? Does she the only one in that shop, or is there more people in that shop, or people that do pedicures and stuff, or just
Just her, and she has a student.
okay?
Just her.
Cool.
That's her shop.
I wouldn't mind her doing my nails. I think I'd feel funny if she was doing my feet. I'm kind of sensitive with my feet. They're kind of ugly.
So are mine.
She's a good gal. I really like Fa. She's a good one. Fun,
She's got a great sense of humor.
Yeah, I could tell. I'm glad she was so quiet when I first met her. I mean, I don't think she said 2 words, and now she always says hi when I come in. Hi, Dave. I like her. She's a good one.
Yeah.
James is a
great.
lucky man.
She's getting used to the regulars, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah.
You're right. Anyway, so when
Not-
are you
we're
when are
not-
you leaving, Mitch? Or that's probably semi-secret. Is it semi-secret?
No. I'm actually in Phang Na right now.
Are you? Yeah, I
No.
know that's a lie.
I'm joking.
It's
Uh,
thought
when-
it was Cyprus
23rd or
again.
24th, we're leaving.
23rd, 24th. Okay.
So when are you heading
then
back
you-
to Rome, Mitch?
I'm sorry, say that again?
When are you heading back to Rome?
Rome, Italy. When are you heading back to Italy?
That won't be for probably.
Couple of weeks.
I'd love to go to Italy. I've never been.
Me too.
I have a lot of
Things
family.
Are, when things are like, well, I don't think they'll ever be like before, but when I can traipse around all the different countries, border countries in Europe, I'll be visiting Italy. So it's going to take a while, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to do something. I'd like to.
I'm busy here.
Like I said, I
traveling
missed
around.
that when I was a kid. My one friend that passed away, I had my panhead at the time I was young. He said, I'm going to Europe for 2 months or 3 months, and you need this much money. I want to guess I was 19, 20 years old, maybe 21. And I could not sell that panhead. I mean, I'm glad I didn't because I kept it for another 3 or 4 years. But he took off. He ended up spending almost a year. Of course, he did have to do a little bit of jail time in France, I think, or something. I guess he tried to sneak or smuggle in Levi's, of all things. He said he could buy them for like $15 in one country, and they sold for like $200 a pair in another country, and they popped him, and he spent like 30 days in jail. He was a crazy guy, but he had fun. He bought a 6-month rail pass or something that he could travel throughout anywhere.
Euro-rail, man. That's the coolest.
Yeah.
And he had an absolute ball. It was probably something I wish I could have swung. It would have been an experience. Of course, going anywhere with Mitch might be an experience too. So
Oh, yeah.
I'd like
Anywhere.
to go.
Life changing.
Well, except for Thailand, you can't. As far as I know, you cannot travel inside Thailand. So I wouldn't come. It's a horrible place. The beaches are horrible. It's just
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah,
You've
the
heard me
foreigners
say
are all horrible.
Police
Yeah,
roadblocks.
everything's horrible. And as you'll see now, because Mitch and Chuck and quite a few people are going to travel again and go on a nice little vacation. And the hotel that they're going to looks awesome. It's got a lazy river, and I think it was Mitch that said that that's the only way he's going to do laps. That would be my
I'll
laps.
just get in there and bob around.
Put
That's
the
what I would
floaties
do,
on,
too.
lie on your back.
But I'm sure that we'll get some video from there or some YouTube videos.
Because
and
I
it's an
believe
awesome looking
it's a
place.
saltwater pool.
Is it?
So,
I think you're right.
yeah, I think I overheard somebody
What
say
kind of
that.
small business were you interested set up when based in Thailand? Can share with me. Give me some ideas. I don't know of very many right now that I would want to set up right this particular minute. I'll tell you what. I don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent, but for some reason, I've got still stuck in my mind that boat that went under that took people from Rayong area over to Hua Hin. I want to
ferry.
buy that and refurbish that and take people, because I think in the future that's going to be a because if I was there, like even when I went to Pattaya and stuff, I would have went over to Hua Hin for a day with the kids and my wife. Just went over there, went on the beach, spent a day cruising around Hua Hin, and then came back. And from what my understanding is that they didn't just, hey, I'm going to put a hold on it and then we'll get it going again. They just let the whole thing go. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to get, I guess, into a bar or restaurant, but there's a million of them. I mean, I don't know. I came here to retire. That's the reason I'm not going to do anything. I wouldn't want to. If me personally, I would probably open a restaurant if it was because of my background, my family in restaurants. That would probably be something that I would be semi comfortable doing. Just not right now. I wouldn't.
Even a restaurant. There are so many restaurants around.
Yeah,
You've got to
it's
find
hard.
a niche market that somebody hasn't done, and that means you've got to be in a tourist area.
Yeah, see, Traveler got my thing. He said, thanks for the heads up on Thailand. I'll have to look into Turkey now. See, people, it's a horrible place. You can't travel. You know, why would you want to come to a place you can't? There's no one doing anything. If not, like I said before, look at James, Chocolate Man in Thailand's videos. 90% of that stuff he's doing is green screen. Trust me. He's got Fa holding up this freaking green thing as they drive down the road, showing people. Come to Thailand, man. Like I said, be smart about it. If I was coming with me, my wife, and my 6 children, I probably wouldn't come for a 2-week vacation. But if it was just me and my wife, I would come.
Good one.
You know, I take the chance. What happened?
Actually, it's a lot of fun. I did it reluctantly, that dating app,
Dating
Tinder.
agency.
But whatever works, whatever works for people.
Mitch is not allowed to play
Just going out,
Tinder
just going outside of your hotel or condo or whatever, and hello.
Hey,
that works.
Hey, Ron.
The best.
Ron, does she have a Facebook page or something like that? Let us know, and by all means, plug it if you want to. I don't know if you can put something up as. I don't think Ron is a moderator. I'll have to look and see. But
while you're looking that up, could I jump in real quick and hear something? I was reminded of this during the chat. Pool. I got spanked last night in pool. I hadn't played in years. Yeah, that's why we didn't do that part on camera. I was like, no way.
I thought you were getting spanked.
Here's where we
in the pool.
were. We were with Cherie at the Fun and Sun bar and restaurant. Just one old weathered pool table and inside and outside bar, and right on the street in Jomtien. Simple assignment, It was fun.
Oh, I thought you were going to say getting spanked right after you talked about the dating area. You got spanked
I got
by
spanked.
dating.
Literally got spanked, but it wasn't on camera. And
just for locals.
I don't know if I promised I wouldn't say anything about Cherie spanking my butt, but she said, if I win, I get to spank your butt. And I said, twice? And she said, yeah, twice. And so she did. She whacked me on the ass. I mean, like,
Hey, no worries, Ron. The one buddy that got us together, me and my wife, his wife, they own that little coffee shop in.
And another one. There was another
in Phuket. And,
incident at the pool table.
They opened one at their house there, and she makes good food. Sorry, Mitch. Go ahead.
No. Which one? Ron John saying, Mitch, what does that mean? Spanked?
What, getting spanked?
Yeah, she slapped me on the ass.
Black Sheep says it's foreplay.
Oh, that could be considered that, but yeah, there was Dow was right there.
A small business can help me
TT
to connect
and
to
another great friend of ours.
Able to help.
Where the white
and
women
give
at?
back. Yeah, I mean, you could check into it, Jack. Are you here now?
Love that movie.
Or are you are you not here?
You don't need
If you're in
It's so
Thailand,
funny,
let me
people,
know if
when you
you're in
first-
Thailand.
No, I won't. I'll shut up. I'm in a babbling mood because I didn't sleep again. Why? Because I was angry because I got kicked out of the bar 2 bars last night for not doing anything wrong.
Ah,
Damn.
We should have
Yeah,
done
the one
something
place
else.
closed at 9:30, and then the Wombat closed at 11.
going to Portugal.
All right,
What's-
Jake's back in the backstage, Dave.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I've hacked your system. Sorry, I shouldn't tell everybody that.
That's
I did
okay.
that.
There you go, Jake.
Hey, Jake.
the-
Here's trouble.
Let's see.
Hola. Hey, if I miss anybody in the chat, it's because I'm foggy-eyed
Haven't slept?
and I'm just.
He hasn't slept.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Ditch the
Thank you
victim.
for your support and everything.
Thanks, Mitch, for
My
finding me.
parents wondering what I will do
Well,
for living when I come home.
Hey, you know what?
You,
I should
you
probably,
have a retirement, right, Jim?
I'm
Am
going
I
to do this. I'm going to go here.
mistaken?
What's it?
What is
and
But your
while it's
parents
there,
don't know?
I'm going to be listening and whatever. But I'm going to start posting some links up. Get some links going here, okay?
Get your link on.
Okay, good.
How's that
I'm
sound?
going to have
Patty.
to go now, folks. I got stuff to do this morning.
Nice
My
to see
son-
Patty. Patty Foreman said it's nice to see the beach there, Brock.
Yeah.
Oh,
How you
40
doing,
centimeters of snow still. Holy
Wow.
smokes.
I can't do the snow anymore, man.
Hey, Brock, it's good to see you.
All right,
Take
Brock.
care. Do what you got to
You
do.
have a
Yeah.
Hey,
great.
Jake, yeah,
Have a
my
good one,
son's
Brock.
in isolation at the moment, so I've got to do a mercy dash.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. His girlfriend came down with the dreaded C,
Oh,
Ah.
jeez.
and so he got sent home as well to be in isolation.
Oh.
So
Well,
he,
Does he
that's
so
have
he
any
nice.
needs
symptoms, or is
engine
he
oil for his
just
bike
like,
and some food.
has he got
Ah.
symptoms,
Yeah.
or is he just like in proximity type of thing?
That's it. Close contact,
Yeah.
but he's fine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
good
Hey,
for
can I
them.
say
You know.
something real quick before you go,
Yeah.
Brock? Talking about moderators, the people in the chat, you can see that when someone's a moderator, but there's other moderators that you may not see, and they'll be lurking, as I call it, but they'll be in the background taking care of business while we're all here chatting away and having fun. Sometimes they'll do a line message to you, a messenger, Facebook
Right.
message,
Yep.
or in the private chat, because they may be backstage but not on the panel. And then, so you know, like Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, Tommy J, Brock.
Tommy
Right,
J,
right.
I mean, there's just
Robert
there's so
Mack.
many.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, if I start naming them, which I shouldn't have done, Robert Mack and Mark in
I
Thailand,
mean, there's so many out
that
there. Yeah.
stuck in Florida. I mean, and on other
Your
channels
stuff doesn't
too.
come in all the time.
ET as well is a great supporter of
Yeah.
of some great channels.
Nikki,
You know,
E.T. There's
Yeah,
so
she's a
many.
moderator on Foz
they-
now, right?
So,
ET is a moderator.
I don't know how it evolved into, and I appreciate it, and I'm very humbled by the Mitch the mod and all that, but I couldn't do it. I could not do it without everyone else. Oh man, I should. Now
He's
here,
just good at
doing
it.
this
He
fancy
doesn't-
thing,
Actually,
and I should
I'll
have
tell you what,
my
Mitch.
sincere face on. Here we go. Let me go back. Anyway, I couldn't do it, posting links and all that stuff, because when I'm doing the posting the links, my eyes aren't on the chat protecting the
Right,
creator,
right.
the content creator.
Hey,
So
let
we
me
got-
ask
we
you
got
something
plenty
right here.
of-
This PAGI. Hello, guys. Quick question. I love Amsterdam. What is your opinion? Which is better, Thailand or Amsterdam,
Davis.
and why? I've never been to Thailand. Thanks, and I've never been to Amsterdam.
Two
Although
different
in my
worlds.
younger days, I did order a bunch of seeds from Amsterdam.
That's right.
In California years
I'm a
ago.
moderator only.
I've never been there. I know there was a lot of people that. The reason I don't know what it's like in Amsterdam as far as climate. You know, can you go? This is my criteria of where I want to be. Can you swim in the ocean on Christmas, and can you swim in the ocean on New Year's? That's
No-
my
no to
criteria of
The answer
where I
to those
where I
are
want to
yes,
be
you
as
can.
far as the
you wanna
as far
freeze
as
your
the weather anyway. But I don't know. I've
privates
never
off.
been to Amsterdam. I'd
But
like
anyway,
to go.
but thank you, Brock, for before you leave for the
Yep.
day.
Yeah,
Not a
thank you very
problem.
much.
Appreciate
All,
that.
everybody. Let's see. I'm not caught up yet.
Yeah.
Here, live in Thailand. Been to Holland many times. Mark has. I live in Thailand, but been. So, what do you have to say about what his question was or her question? I don't know.
I don't
imagine.
think it's a case of being better. They're different.
Yeah, totally different.
Mark's a
Totally.
stalker.
A
Mark says
different-
he's a
different
stalker.
lifestyle. The only way to find out if you think it's better in Thailand is to go for a couple of weeks and try it.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I agree, Brock.
Can't be
Oh,
window
yeah.
I
shopping.
might go to Amsterdam and
It
hate
didn't take me long. I was here for 10 days, and I knew that this is definitely a place. But when people ask me if you're going to think about it, come and at least stay for 3 to 6 months and see what you like, whether you like it or not.
Okay, guys, I'm out. Bye-bye.
All right, take it easy.
See you,
Dave,
Brock.
thanks again
Have a good one,
for
mate.
moderating. He is good. Looks like the moderators come here for a break. There's a lot of spanners on the stream. Yeah, exactly. In the beginning, when I first started it, everybody was great people, and I just started making them moderators. And I did a good job. I got some of the best ones, I think. They watch my ass anyway. Let's see, Cobus. Well done, all moderators. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Cobus. Who else is here? Al saying hi. Hi, Al. I noticed that quite some time now. Yeah, E.T. did. And I might do something about ET too. And I know that ET just became a moderator on Fa's channel with Mitch, I believe, which is a good choice. Fa did a
Yeah.
good choice with that.
Oh yeah,
Fa-
checks in the mail.
Fa-
Checks in the mail.
Fa needed a few moderators. She was out there sort of alone and unafraid, and glad Mitch kind of probably.
That was the only bad choice that she
Her
made
out.
was Mitch. She made a good choice with ET, and then turned right around and made a bad choice with Mitch. I don't
I
understand.
told her you're gonna get the trolls. You put me in there.
Here, Mark's coming on, so maybe Mark, you've been to
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is,
morning.
right
A
there,
lot.
guys.
you've been there a lot of times.
Hell,
Channel and Jake. And Channel and Jake.
I haven't
been-
worn a tank top in like 3 months, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I've been to Holland many a times. I mean, I'm a clogwog deep down. I'm a wood footer, so 50% wood footer. So now
What
I've
did
been. You can't compare the two countries. Completely
It's
different.
totally different, right?
Completely
No,
different.
no.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
not
Holland.
like saying it's not like comparing Vietnam to Thailand or
No, it's
you
not.
know,
It's not.
yeah, it's different. I would say come. I mean, if you like hot weather, it is humid. Don't be mistaken that maybe they're kidding. It's freaking hot here and humid. But between the people are awesome. Most of the Amsterdam thing for me over the years was all about weed, back in the 70s and 80s. And I never made it there. I always wanted to go. I got invited quite a few times to go, but never did quite make it. And I would like to visit there. But if it's something that you're thinking about, what you want, the climate, like I said, is a big deal to some people. But I love it. It took me 10 days. 10 days, and I packed up 3 bags, jumped on a plane, and been here for over 3 years now. So I like it. Yeah, what did I miss here? Yeah, Fa got harassed from some naughty guy. Good. Did you handle him, E.T.? E.T. took him down. I could tell. That's the best thing is when, especially if it's your channel, and you see all the mods watching your back and taking people down, and you don't have to bother with anything. It's an awesome feeling. I am in gratitude to every one of my moderators, and I got a lot of them. He said thank you. Good. If you ever come here, let us know. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel and watch the. I do these live streams every 2 days, and it's mainly just us sitting here bullshitting about Thailand mostly. And if there's anything that anybody can do to help you find out what you need for a visa, what airlines, what they paid to get here, where they stayed, anything like that, you're more than welcome to come by and rap with us.
Basically, a bunch of old farts.
Yeah, we are on the older side. Although I do have some young viewers.
Dunkuel.
Is Joe here? I didn't see Joe. Joe, you're here? There he is. He's saying hi to you. There he is. I know I didn't see on Mike's live stream this morning. I said he must be. He's either got. He's definitely tied up.
Oh, and happy birthday, Tommy J.
Is that today or
That's right.
tomorrow?
Oh,
Tommy,
I don't know.
is it today or tomorrow?
I don't know. Is he 4 hours behind or is he 10 hours in front? I don't know.
I believe it's Monday, U.S.
Monday?
Monday US. So what's
Texas
that?
This would
3
be
days
Tuesday.
time for us.
Tuesday, right? Tuesday Thai time. Well, am I going to be on that day? Let's see. What's today? Today is Saturday, right? So Sunday, Monday. No, I won't be on to. No. Is today Saturday or Sunday? Today's Sunday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday.
I will be on
Yeah, oh,
Tuesday.
Sunday.
So,
Gosh, dang, I
so
almost
it's going to
said
be a
Saturday.
special edition Happy Birthday Tommy J live stream on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. In case, and I'll put it up.
Oh
after
man,
we
I'm
get
doing
done.
laundry. Oh, sorry, Dave. I'll just start throwing them up. I can't. I will part posting links, not throwing up.
There you go.
Anyway,
Post them up.
yeah, just nice.
Get
and
Joe's
slowly
too.
here.
If you guys are into the relaxation, Joe's got some good videos.
Yeah, Joe's
I like
the
them.
man.
I watch them all the time. Did anybody do something exciting for St. Patty's Day? Not really. And this is I don't know. This is probably the third St. Patty's Day I've been here in Thailand. And we used to go to the pubs in the States, but it was all, I don't drink. and it was all about drinking. You know, the last time I could remember doing a St. Patty's Day thing, it was all about drinking. You know, we'd sit down and drink. I don't know, some of the beer, Guinness, I just didn't like, you know, stuff like that. But we'd play darts. We had fun, but I haven't celebrated it here in Thailand. What is Traveler saying? I was under the impression that I was too old to be a sub on any of those other channels. No, you know, it's really weird because I looked at it. I think almost 20% women now, which I'm really kind of excited about watching the channel. In the age group, the biggest age is 55 to 65, and then 65 and above, and then I believe 45 to 55, and then there's like a 15% on like 35, and some that are like 17, like 3%. So like I said before, I think they're watching. Let's see if we can learn from these old farts about what not to do in our lives. Maybe they'll help us out, which could be. You know, they're just in the background watching, which is cool. You know, nothing wrong with that. Anybody's welcome to hang out, to comment, to talk come on anything. We're just here to have a bunch of fun, help one another if we can, about visas and anything that we can. If we don't know, somebody will try to find out, and that's what the channel's about.
I had several apprentices over the course of my life as a tradesman, and one thing was common with every single one of them, that whatever they were doing, they thought they were doing for the very first time, that I had no idea what they were going to get up to.
Yeah, my kid constantly would. I kind of had it was kind of a nightmare deal with my kids because my ex-wife, their mother, was I can't say it on this channel, and she told my children stuff about me that they didn't need to know about when I was younger, what I did, this kind of stuff. And I really got lucky because my son finally, after I talked to him 2 or 3 times, he understood. You know, I've done everything that you could possibly think about doing. If you think about it, I've done it. Okay, so if you want to miss some of it you're going to have to experience on your own. But at least ask me before you do something really stupid, because I've done all the stupid things you could possibly think of, and so that helped. But that their mother telling them about me was really a shitty thing. They didn't need to hear things about me that she told them. But anyway, I'm lucky now. I don't get to talk to my son enough. I don't get to talk to my daughter enough. But that's because they're just busy. It's weird. I was the same way now. I look back on it. My mom was, you used to never call me. I call my mother more now than I did after I left at 16, 17 years old and hit the ground running. And you don't think about it until I got older. And now it's like, how come my son doesn't call me? How come my daughter doesn't call me? I never called my mom either. You know, so I have to kind of like take that with a grain of salt and man up, and I'll call them. Hey, I'm just calling you. I want to talk to you. So,
you know, it's funny, Dave, that when I was in Australia, that I would probably catch up with Mum, you know, maybe a couple of times a year. She was a cut lunch and a compass trip away from where I live. But right. Now that I've been in Thailand, we video chat every Sunday now.
Cool. And that's all that's all I asked of my son. I said, one day, it doesn't even have to be, if you're busy, 30 seconds is fine with me. Hi, Dad. Kids, say hi to Dad. Hi, Grandpa. Okay, bye. That's fine. I'm fine with that. I got to see your faces. I know that you're safe, and I know that you're well. That's all. And then when you can talk for 10 minutes or 15, but I'm not asking for a bunch. But it's just, you know, he's like me. I mean, all I thought about was, you know, how am I going to pay this bill? And I mean, he's got 4 kids, and he's got a lot of shit going on. My daughter's just Miss Independent. She just does what she wants to do, and God bless her, you know. But I'd like to see them more or talk to them more. But hey, I made that deal, you know. I did the same thing when, like I said, with my mom, and my mom reminds me of that too. You know, you were the same way. I wanted you to call me, and you never called. I'm going, yeah. Hey, karma's a bitch, you know. It comes back to bite you in the rear end, you know, no matter what it is. And I'm a real believer in karma, you know. You do something, it comes back to get you.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You know, if you, treat others the way that you want to be treated yourself.
Exactly. And I was told that my whole life. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. And it took me a long time to get to that. When I finally got to that thinking wise, that was one of the best things I ever did, because I was treating people poorly. You know, I look back on it and I wasn't treating them right, and now I do. So I'm a better person. So, but it's tough, man. I just posted a thing on Facebook. I never post anything. I shared it. It was somebody else that put it up, and it was about that very thing, about, you know, judging yourself, looking at yourself, you know, that type of thing. And now, you know, I look at myself a lot as a decent person. Not the best in the world, but who is, you know. Thanks for all the sharing. Please have a super day. Thanks for coming by, Carl. Appreciate it.
Hey, Carl.
Is Jam leaving? It's get that time, isn't it? What is it? Yeah, it's an hour and 32 minutes. Well, we still got 30.
Keep going.
You got 34 people in the house. I'm not
just
doing
waking
anything.
up.
Are you?
Yeah. Seriously.
Question from Joe. Let's see what Joe's got. Dave, have you been to a gay bar for happy hour? I'll tell you what. What was the name of that bar? When we started out in the air conditioning business, I'm trying to think of the name of this gay bar. Was an account. Okay, so I didn't have a choice, and when we first started, it was just me and the owner, and so we just split up after our calls and everything. It was my turn one day, or 1 week, his turn the next week, whatever it may be. God, I wish I could remember the name, because it was funnier than hell. But boy, that bartender just liked my big fat butt, and I'd come in there, boy, and he'd be up behind there working on their beer cooler or something behind the bar. And just and it was during all the AIDS and everything, and they were actually having problems getting people to service anything, because the air conditioner guys, especially in the air conditioners or whatever, they were afraid they were going to cut themselves. No one was really privy to HIV or AIDS, and get AIDS. So no one would go and do it. And I said, I don't know. I think that's bullshit. From what my understanding was, I was hard on gay people when I was young, and as I got older, I kind of, as long as they don't touch me and feel me, even this guy, I laughed at this guy. Who's Cobus leaving too? All right, Cobus. Anyway, yes, I have been in during happy hour, but I was actually working, not hanging out, Joe. But God, I wish I could remember. If I remember the name, I'll enlighten everybody. But I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go see if. But now that I think about it, all 5 of them encouraged me to leave the U.S.
Hey, you want to stay on after the stream, Dave? You got time?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
I got a few minutes. I just want to see what my wife's got, because we're going to go to that car.
Shoot the
We're going to go to that car. Oh, David Ramsey, I didn't even see that. Hello from England. How you doing? Pleased to see you here. Thanks for coming by. What did I miss on Traveler's Deal here? I'm very lucky when it comes to contact with my kids. Okay, I get calls or texts from them every day. Yeah, man, you're lucky. I'll tell you, it was, and like I said, I look at it, Traveler, like I brought it upon myself, for not doing it with my mom. And so if anybody's younger and watching this, call your frickin' mother. If you're in that 17 to 25-year-old age group. Do yourself a favor for later on in life. Call your mother or your father.
Dave, you could probably expand that all the way up to whatever age you're currently at now.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. All right, guys, it's been an hour and 35 minutes. Still 30 people. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Wow. Thanks, everybody that's in the Jam hung out for a long time, too. Thanks, everybody, for watching. It's an awesome deal. Thank God I get to do this and meet everybody, and hopefully we'll meet more people. Hopefully, if you guys aren't subscribed and you're watching, please subscribe.
Bye, everybody.
And I will.
Hey, Dave, Chris, Mitch, Mark, all you guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll see you later. I will catch you on the next one.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody.